Is opinion, so trying to state their opinion, explaining why they think that way, what details back up their opinions, why would they disagree, can they see the other side of an opinion, and writing a conclusion, so a really good kind of summarizing conclusion paragraph. Quarter 4 is the big one, that's our research report, so that's when they really start to get into the typing, the full essay, the introduction paragraph, the 3 body paragraphs, the conclusion paragraph, and that goes along with our science writing a report on ecosystems, and that's how they can organize their information. It's a biography. They also write a biography on a famous person, so it's the same format, just kind of practicing it again. What kind of information can they pull out of informational texts? Different ways to help at home. So reading fluency and comprehension, like Cara was saying, that just to practice at home, the 20 minutes a day really does help, even if it's just to their dog. Like I would suggest to my student, like follow your sibling around and read to them, or read to your dog. They like to hear it. Math practice, the math facts, we'll start getting into that a little more later in the year, but right now it's just kind of focusing on addition. Later on in the year, we do multiplication madness, which is getting them used to their math facts. Studying for spelling tests, there's multiple different ways. There's online resources, which most of our teacher pages have like a link somewhere to a spelling website. There's different menus that we could give you, different ways, different flashcards that we all could give. Parents check inside homework and agenda. It's a really easy way for us to see like what your kid is up to, and you to see what they're up to in class. So just a quick signature at the bottom is like a really easy form of communication. I always tell my kids, just like bring the pen to them so you guys don't have to try to find one. And now we're to math.
I'm not really prepared for the district census with this, thing to make sure we get it right, because we are in a new math program. So last year when we went through the adoption process, where we had different publishers, math publishers that we had to look at, and then I know there was community was involved with it, teachers were involved in it, and they decided to go with McGraw-Hill My Math. So that was purchased, and then this is our first year implementation of it. And this does connect with the Arizona State Standards. They also purchased a subscription of Redbird, which I'll talk about that in the second one. Yeah. Redbird, we actually just got trained on it this week. I know my kids have already been on it because I was testing them to see how it works. So you should be getting an email probably by next week of how they can use it at home, because I know some kids are like, oh, I want to use it at home. They do have a login. It's the same login that they're going to get used to, because there's other programs that are going to be connected also with it. First off, so the new math program has 3 components of rigor. They look at a conceptual understanding, application, and then procedural skill and influence. So that conceptual understanding is, yes, still seeing the why of it, not just because they know that 2 times 5 is 10, but well, why is 2 times 5 10? That's not just about memorizing facts. It's about being able to explain it and show, okay, well, we'll have 2 groups, 10 in each group. And as they understand that, we get into the bigger numbers when they go into 4th grade and 5th grade, being able to understand, multi-digit multiplication or fractions. So if we start with this conceptual understanding and then being able to apply it. The program also provides differentiated instruction. So we have 3 levels. Approaching level, so working with our kids one-on-one, we have resources that is going to, if we're doing, let's say, addition, 3-digit addition, then maybe they're having difficulties with regrouping. So we may need to, we don't say carrying and borrowing anymore, it's regrouping or ungrouping. And we'll pull them aside and says, okay, this is why. We have these 10 blocks, we have these, and then once they get that, then we can move them back into being on level. And then we have beyond level is that enrichment, kind of taking that same standard, but then going into depth, a little bit more in depth with it, and being able to apply it to real life situations. So there are 3 different levels that we look at. have, every student has their own workbook. And then within the workbook, it is coaching, there is that, the on-level, and there is enrichment built into it. If you get any of the work home and you see blank, like, well, why didn't you finish this paper? Well, because some of the questions are designed to be approaching, some of the questions are designed to be on level, and some are enriching. So we don't have to do a whole workbook page. We can just assign the ones that are, that would go with our class's needs. And then at the end of chapters, we have performance tasks, and that's the kids applying what they know. There's also projects that they can do. So for example, in chapter 2, there's a project where they are going to design their own, they're having a bake sale. They have to design their own sign, their own prices, and then having to, okay, well, if you wanted to make $500, what items would you have to, how many items of each would you have to buy, and how much money would that be, and having to kind of apply that. We also have online resources. So again, just like HMH, McGraw-Hill has an online component also. So where you can go, they can go online, click on it, and there's an online tutor. So it will take them what their homework was supposed to be. If you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this, you can go to the online tutor, click the lesson, and it'll right there, it'll talk to you and teach you what we learned in class. So that's a added thing. They also have online manipulatives that they can use. There's also, we actually have readers. So there is that, it's connected with ELA, social studies and science, and then they're all math related. So it really integrates the different types of curriculum we have. And then we also have, like I said, we have Redbird. So what Redbird is they take a placement test, and it kind of puts them their level at. So they could be 3rd grade, but maybe they struggled in 2nd grade. So it will take them back down to that 2nd grade and reteach them things and bring them back to level. But then when they start getting it, they can go up to 4th grade. It goes all the way up to 7th grade curriculum, and they stay, it progresses with them, it changes with them. So that new program that we just started this week actually. And then again, we have all online resources, and we have hard copies. So they have the workbooks that we use in class, but we also have it online also, where they can actually go online, and you can say, hey, log on to your account, and then you can see what we were doing today also. So that we're still kind of playing with. I don't know what it looks like on the kids' view. I was gonna have my nieces log in tonight and show me so I can actually see what kids see. Because at school, when they log in, it's all connected. So they just click on one button and it opens up. Where at home, they have to log in. It's always their first name, last name, and then it's like S.00, their lunch number. And they know how to log into the computers. We've been doing it we're taking CBAS right now, so they can log in. So just a little review, it's web-based, K-7 adaptive math program, addresses critical foundations to algebra readiness, personalized learning backed by decades of research at Stanford, proven effectiveness for all learners, and it includes a STEM component. So there is the STEM involved, like the different projects that they do. Redbird has STEM projects also in there. When we were training, one of them had to do what they had a code, a little guide, to do so many exercises within so many minutes, and then he basically had to do all these calories, but you would think would be